Morning, welcome to another day of Projects Around with Dave and Ray. Um, so we are going to be replacing the entire system inside the furnace, the air compressor. So while I was gone at work, grabbing some stuff, Dave went ahead and ripped out all of the the units here, and he'll explain that. We're going to jackhammer up this pad. We're going to do a new one. And we're going to get started. I said actually. You can't do it in sandals.
Can't do it in sandals. Go change it. All right, so as Ray was telling you, we're going to be replacing the air conditioner. It went out the other day. The compressor motor shot, and it's at R22, and you can't find those compressors anymore. So when you change the compressor to the 410A, you've got to change the A coil. And while we were at it, we're just going to change out the furnace and put a high efficiency furnace in. It's going to run us around $4,000, a little over that to do it. And we're saving some money by doing the demo ourselves. My brother-in-law is a plumber and HVAC technician. So he came over the other day and evac out the R22. That way we don't spill it off into the atmosphere. And I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead this morning and I forgot to roll the camera on, and I got busy. It was about 7:30 in the morning. I wanted to get to it before it got too bloody hot out here today. So let me show you what we did. I disconnected this already. We put it here. We'll take this and recycle it. Just cut off. It's leaking a little bit of the compressor oil. But we had this fixed just the other day. About 4 weeks ago, they had put some electronic parts in it, and it turned out that the compressor was bad on it. So there's the old unit. It's an Amana, and I think we're putting in a carrier. So I'll walk you around over here, back to where Ray's at. There's Carter, got some shoes on. Carter, tie your shoes so they don't get caught up in the. Hey Ray, tie your shoes. All right, so we're gonna jack this up. All right, Carter's getting ready. He's got his eye protection on. Not too loud. All right, you gonna go? Tell her hi to everybody. Yeah, see, I think that's one of their pre-pads.
Yeah, it is. All right, come on. Push fast,
That won't be too tough to get out of there. If we'd known that, we could have just probably pulled it all out at one.
Yeah.
Bet you we can get that out as one. Look at that. We'll put that right in the wheelbarrow and get rid of it. That's a beautiful thing. All right, we'll bring you back in a minute once we get this thing out of here. Okay, so we got that removed, hauled that off. Ray tamped that down. It's a mixture of gravel and sand, but it'll pack down real good.
And I got my eye protection.
Yeah, you got your eyes and ears on. We're just going to form this up with a 1x4 on each side, because we're going to remove all of this brick and redo this. Carter, please get away, honey. We're going to redo this, and we're going to put in actual, what is that stuff called?
Poly sand.
Poly sand, yeah. So, because right now, what ends up happening is grass grows up between this, and it's a mess. But that poly sand won't do that. So, we're going to get this pad poured. When we go pull out the bricks, we'll pull out the forms. So, we want to get it so it's sloping this way. This is the way the water runs. All right, the pad will be level, but it's going to be level with this, which is sloping this way. Water will run, if any does, on that pad and off that way. All right, Carter's going to cut the form, so let's go do that. Grab the edge, ready? All right, now we need to measure 26 inches. When you get the measure tape, don't touch it without Papa. Alright, there's one. Let's go see if it fits.
Alright, so we just cut it a whole half of one. We're going to go see if it can fit in that. And if it doesn't, we're going to keep on cutting that up. Don't forget, ring that bell.
Beautiful, that's exactly what we're on right here. Just need to make sure it's level. Okay. You don't want to lose fingers. You got to know where this hand is at all times, okay?
Alright, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you like our channel.
Everybody see that? It's level from side to side, and we want it to slightly pitch this direction. So if you look at the bubble, put the bubble right, camera right here, buddy. That bubble is just touching that side of the line. Try that again. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Needs to be touching that side of the line. That means it's sloped this way. All right. Sometimes it's tough making a video with a 6-year-old. God bless them. All right. So these are simple forms. The concrete's going to push against them. We just want to make sure that we had them level front to back and then side to side. It is now. So we're going to run down to the store, grab a couple bags of concrete. We're also going to grab some 2-inch PVC for I'm drawing a blank here, exhaust and fresh air supply to the new high efficiency furnace. All right, so we got the concrete, all right, and I got the 2-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe for the vent and the exhaust. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. I've already drilled the pilot holes from inside. All right, so let's go ahead and get this done. All right. I want to get that pilot hole here and here level with each other. All right, so we're through the siding. We're through the, it's almost like a cardboard. And then there was that batting. Then there's the old, I don't know if you guys can see in there's the old siding. Now we're on the rim joints. So that's 1.5 inches thick. That'll take a little bit to cut that. There you go, right through the house. Yeehaw! All right, got one more to do, and I'll bring you back when that's all done. Okay, this is going to be a little tough to film, but I've got to get this one all the way through in there. It'll be tough to film this, so I may just, I got to cut this line set out because they're going to put a new one in. And then this one here is got to go through, but it's got to angle down a little bit, so I'm going to have to take off some of this. This is a part of a shelf. So I'll bring you back as I do little bits at a time. Like I said, it was tough to try to set up a camera and film this, but here you go. I got it cut through. All right, that's one. There's the other. They go through to the other side to the furnace, and I took out the old line set, which will go right out that hole with the new one. All right, that's the one that came in. So that's either going to be the exhaust or the supply, or vice versa on this one. There you go. We're going to go back outside. Okay, we got two bags already mixed and poured in a hole. Now we threw just a couple pieces of 3/8 inch rebar in there. Raised food. We got 4 more bags. That should do it, hopefully. We don't have to go get more. 6 bags is exactly what we needed. Alright, I'll get the finished trowel. We'll let this sit for a little bit and then we'll get the finished trowel on it. Cream it a little bit and then we'll do the edging here in about 20 minutes or so. Alright, so there we go, guys. Finished trowel on that. It's a small aggregate. I try to brush it and it looks like crap, so just smooth trowel it over. So we'll continue on tomorrow by pulling out the furnace. We'll see you then. Alright everyone, welcome back to day 2. Today we're going to get rid of the old furnace. So the first thing we got to do is take off the old, what is this thing, humidifier. Then we'll take off the cold air return. I've already killed the power right here to the furnace itself. We'll have to shut the gas off. We'll break it here at the union. Then we'll take the black pipe out of that. We got to take the exhaust out. We've got to strap up the plenum with the A coil in it, because when we slide the furnace out, that's going to want to drop. So we want to hold that up. This is getting reused and saved. This is about 18 months old. So we're going to reuse that. The new furnace will have to use that. So today we've got Ray, as you guys know, and that's Pat. Pat and I were in the Army together. Pat's down visiting, and I've put his ass to work.
Yeah. Thanks.
So, give us a second. We'll get going with it. I'm going to show you guys this. This is why you need to clean your ductwork. Look at that crap. This is a cold air return that goes back to the furnace. Look. Look at that. Yeah, we'll haul this bad boy out. All right. I don't know where we left off on the recording. Some of it we didn't record because there was some colorful language. And I would have spent a lot of time editing it out. We got the coil, and whoever did this had taken the coil and wound it all the way up and stuck it on top of the plenum. So to get it out, and of course it's got oil in it, and the oil had gotten all over me, all over the floor. We've got it all cleaned up, and we've got this slid out of the way. But the problem is to get it up out of the stairs, we had to remove coats from remove a coat rack. We had to move the TV.
Yeah, that doctor's appointment that day, and then
Had to move all that out of the way
I just
so we can get it up.
or,
All right, it is out, everybody, isn't it, Pat?
Yes, it's out. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. We didn't film it, but we hauled it out here. So what we had to do is we put it on the dolly one direction, so it would fit through this door and then this door. Then we had to take the dolly off and put it on the opposite side of the furnace, so it would then go up here. We had you saw, we took all that out, but it's outside. I'll show you the big pile out there. We're done for today. Tomorrow we'll do some panning. I'll show you. I'm going to put a cold air return in here, put panning. Then we're going to have to go down and up into here above this light, which will bring us over here. Okay, you guys have seen this before. All right, we'll come down around the hot water heater, and we're going to use this one right here, which is our return, and we'll feed it into that, and then we're going to take this one and we'll go right back in this hole where we took out the other one. We'll just put a boot and put it there, and that'll be the supply. So because of the BTUs of the furnace and the tonnage of the it's a 3-ton compressor for the AC, I have to have a minimum of 12 6-inch runs. Well, we're going to take that, the one we did the video on, and we're going to turn that into a supply line. That way we'll have all of it. So I'll take you guys outside and I'll show you the pile of mess out there. All right, here's the old furnace. And I got to tell you, remember these old top finder stickers? I didn't know that was on the side of the furnace. Of course, you couldn't see it. A-coil, that came out real easy. I mean, it's super easy. It was just a little piece of tin holding it in. So this is what your air flows over from your furnace. So if you don't know how this works, this is a cold air drop. That piece right there was attached to right here. It goes through the squirrel cage and up through the furnace. Now, in the winter when you're heating, these are your heat chambers, and this is where these become hot and the air blows over them and you just have your heat exchange. In the summertime, of course, these aren't working, and this A-coil sits right on top of here. The air runs over the A-coil, okay, and the hot, it picks up the cool air, or it picks up the refrigerant that's going through here, making the coils cold, cools the air off, but it's also exchanging and warming them up. So that goes back out to the compressor where it blows the hot air out into the atmosphere, cools it down, compresses it, sends it back cold to here, and then it's just a heat exchange over and over again. There's a better way of explaining it, but that's what it does. So there is everything. We'll haul this all out of here and take it to the scrap bar and get some money. That copper will bring us some money, so with that A-coil. Okay? And then we'll film Tuesday. They'll be here Tuesday. So today is the 4th of July. Happy 4th to everybody. Happy 4th. God bless America. And we'll be back tomorrow on the 5th to do some panning downstairs and put in another cold air return. And then Tuesday, the 6th, we'll be putting in the new unit. So thanks for joining us. See you guys later.